Alrighty. Hi, this is Kim Pinkney. Welcome to my channel. This is my Inktober. I have already started on this t-shirt and started drawing on it as ideas come to me. This is the first part of it. This is day one, and as soon as I get this into a PDF format so that I have like a black and white image of this, I'm going to go ahead and start coloring it with fabric markers and make this pretty much open to anybody who wants to color it on their own, if they feel froggy. So my idea for this one was poisonous. This was the first prompt for 2018 Inktober, and right here is going to be, or is, a blue ringed octopus. They're supposed to be like wicked poisonous, but they're about yay big. But I made him huge, and I kind of made his hair kind of like octopus-ish, tentacle-like, I guess you can say. And pretty much he's just, I don't know if I'm going to have him underwater or what. So anyway, that's what I've got for poisonous. Day two is, and I'm behind because I was sick. Day two is, I forgot what it was, Tranquil. So this is my Tranquil lady, and I'm going to go ahead and ink her and do some line work, and then capture this, and then move on to today's actual, which is, I believe, let's see, what is today's? Today is the 3rd. I believe it's not fried, roasted. And I've got an idea for roasted, and I've already drawn it out beneath. And as I go, I'm just going to keep adding to the shirt. So rather than having it on paper, where only I see it or somebody sees it in the stream, I'm going to go ahead and have it on my shirt. That way I can expose myself to people around me. I have something to look at, you know, in my off time. And I do go back and I look at my shirts. I wear my shirts, and sometimes I sell my shirts. It depends on who's interested. So a lot of this I drew on the bus, because I ride the bus to work, and I have like 2 hours to kill. I'm jostled around and all that stuff, and pretty much I'm just chilling on the bus. Sometimes I get some really great ideas, sometimes I ruin some of my ideas, but it all seems to work out. It's fun, it's relaxing, and I get compliments, which is really crazy, because I'm just bebopping along to my music, and when that happens, I don't notice that there's people around me. I don't notice that people are noticing, and that regulars who are also riding on the bus are looking forward to my artwork. It's kind of new to me. So I also had gotten a job from people watching me draw and color on t-shirts and fabric bags, canvas bags, and I ended up selling two t-shirts, one of which, well, actually I don't think I captured them. I didn't capture them on video. I pretty much just busted those guys out, collected the money, but it was a lot of fun. I got to draw Pokemon characters onto t-shirts, and what I did is I made a caricature of each little boy, and then I used glow-in-the-dark ink, or rather paint, fabric paint. I drew them as like Pokemon masters, Pokemon trainers, and they each had Pikachu, so hopefully the boys will like their shirt. I like the shirt. I'm like, I want one now. So this is going to be a new shirt. I will be posting these, making PDFs of them. So if you find that you're interested in coloring one, I'll make that available at any time. And then I think at the very end, I think I'll find some way of publishing this so that, you know, future masses can check it out and stuff. I struggled with a lot of these prompts, and I wanted to stray from what everybody else was doing. Like my original poisonous was going to be a girl blowing bubbles, and the bubbles would turn into jellyfish. Well, I happened to catch another live stream, and somebody made jellyfish as their poison. And I'm like, man, I guess it wasn't an original idea, because I struggled with that one. I think I broke out in hives because of that one. You know, I was like, I don't know what to make for poisonous. Everybody wants to do a spider. Everybody wants to do a snake. And when I decided to redo it, instead of having the girl blowing bubble jellyfish, I had drawn a woman who was half woman, half scorpion, but it looked a little too suggestive, so I didn't record it and upload it. Well, I recorded it, but I didn't upload it. I thought it might be a little too risque. I mean, you don't see any of her little naughty bits or anything like that, but she is a scorpion lady who has high boots on. So I didn't know if that would be appropriate, or if people would be too offended or whatnot like that. But bear with me, and I'll fish it out, and I'll show you what I came up with. And if you think that it's not too risque for YouTube, let me know in the comments, and I will upload the video. I am now using different software and whatnot. This last weekend my computer died on me, so I lost all my programs, I lost all my software, and I had like a whole weekend's worth of pretty much just drawing and not documenting. So hopefully I'll be able to rectify that. Today I am using Prismacolor Premieres. I found that these guys don't wash out. They're nice, they go on really well. I have a couple sizes to choose from, and this is the pack that I'm using. Let me bring that up. Okay, and you have a chisel tip. I don't really care for chisel tips, so that's one of the last ones I turn to. I've got a brush tip. I don't use that very often, but when I do, it's usually for big areas, things that don't require a whole bunch of fine detail. Because with this, with this and the chisel tip, I find that I might make more mistakes than I do with the others. The one that I'm using right now is a 005, and it's got a nice tip. It's giving me some decent lines, and then it has a very fine tip, and I use these for very fine lines. Okay, let's see, did I mix them up? One of them was 0.003. Okay, this is the small one. Okay, must be a different pack. Okay, here we go. This one is wicked tiny, and it will get caught in the t-shirt lines. One of the things that I like about drawing, it catches as I go. So I pretty much reserve this for like eyelashes, things that require super thin precision in order to keep them going, because it's very tedious when it captures. Ugh. Words are hard. When it catches on the shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the 05. Okay. Now what this says right here is Tranquil. I tried to have like little aromas coming from this little lotus right here, and like floating flowers, some flowers in her hair, and to the point where the aromas are almost indistinguishable from the hair. So it's almost like it's all merging into one. And I'll see if I can go a little bit faster with tracing some of my drawings. And I was holding back so hard today because I wanted to draw on camera. I wanted to show the process. But since I don't have a lot of time during the week, and usually by this time I'm starting to get ready for bed, it's like 8:38 my time, 8:38 p.m. And usually I start to get real tired, and I usually don't get home until like after 7, so I am bushed. A lot of my work is done on the weekends, so you can expect a live stream on the weekends, computer permitting. But I draw every day. Let's see. And when I get ready to take a break, I'll go ahead and pull out that picture that may seem a little risque. So if you think it's too much, let me know and I won't upload it. I spent a lot of time drawing it and trying to come up with the concept, finding source images, trying to make it work. Okay, let's see. I'll go ahead and keep outlining. And for the roses, I'm like really super random. I am doing folds, I'm doing like little petals here and there. I'm not really using a source image for this. It'd be nice if I did. Then I'd have more accurate roses, but I'm just pretty much having them link into each other just randomly, making their little rosy shapes. Okay. And I wanted to have some vines going or looping around her fingers. I got a lot of catching up to do, so let me see if I can step it up a bit. I'll move this up a little bit so you can see it. Now my goal is to, when I do the t-shirts, I do need to save space for other prompts inside here. And what I'm doing is I'm taking one hoop and I'm filling, well, not filling it up, but I'm pretty much putting it in the hoop, and that is my pretty much my goal, is to add things to the hoop. What's in the hoop, and then the next one will be either beneath it or to the side of it. Right now this is all on the right side of this, left side. This is all left side. Okay, let me see if I can get these letters in here. And I'm bouncing all over the place. I just wanted to, I don't know, I'm just letting my hand go wherever it feels like going. And it seems to dry pretty fast. With this, it goes right on, and it is absorbing into the t-shirt. As long as I wait a little bit before putting my hand on it, the ink should stay in place. It's not going to smear. It's the pencil lines that'll probably smear. They are temporary and usually gone with the first wash. First or second wash. I love this. I love drawing on t-shirts. I love that people will give me compliments. It's a shirt that nobody else has made, or it's inspiring. It's something that I created, and it's even more of a high when I see it on someone else. That's a really incredible feeling, and they love it. They don't want to get out of it, especially the little kids, especially when it's tailored to them. So if you ever have a chance to draw on a shirt for somebody, and you I don't know, it's a really big high for me, at least. And it's not that hard to do. It's not as difficult as you see in some videos, because people don't always use a hoop, and a hoop really gets it and grabs it, and it's not going anywhere. And you'll see a lot of, let's see, I can't spell, Tranq, Tranquil, there we go. Yeah, you'll see a lot of people struggling. Tranquil! Because they don't have anything to keep it in place. A lot of people use little binder clips, and I only use those when I have when I have a larger hoop that doesn't grip like these. This was like about $2.50, this hoop. T-shirt I bought in a pack, and these pins, they call them markers, assorted markers, but they're mostly like pins. I bought these all at Walmart. Actually, I bought everything here at Walmart. Beneath it, I've got cardboard, but I have a black back, I forget what they call it, like a mounting board, and it doesn't have the same like corrugated lines like cardboard does. This I don't recommend because it'll leave indents on your drawings, and bumps and lines that you don't mean, and this one you don't need. And then this one here is pretty smooth, so pretty much I just cut it to the shape, and I've got a nice hard surface. I got it tight. I can make it tighter, and I'll just add my things to the image. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask. I do my best to try to answer everybody, and everybody who asks and watches and likes and subscribes. That is so cool. Let me put some more music on. This music is coming from Epidemic Sound. It's a pretty good site. I've got a subscription to it, so I can use their music in my videos. Let's see. Let's see if we can find. We'll browse. I like R&B. And let's see. We'll just let it play. I'll turn that up a little bit. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave them in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer anything that you guys, or as I noticed that you're asking. And just let me know that you're there, and if you have any questions, if you're doing the challenge too, I'd love to see what you're doing. Just let me know where I can see your stuff. I'm posting a lot of my stuff on Instagram. I think YouTube automatically tweets when I upload. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw and chill. Now the upcoming prompts, I'm coming up with ideas already. I have a great idea for chicken. I'm just hoping I can execute it. Let's see. And one of the things I wanted to do was try to alternate between male and female. The next couple are going to be female. Like, let's see, what is this one? This one is Roast. Roast is definitely with a female, and I didn't see the other one, but I'm going to see if I can alternate between the two. Now this is all just freehand. I have no idea what's coming out, if it's going to look like crap. I just was thinking that maybe I could make some chandelier earrings with some little rose shapes. But it looks like it's coming out kind of weird. Let's see, maybe some just flower shapes. There we go. So this is a funky earring. Let's see, I believe tomorrow's prompt is, what was that? Spell. And I can give you a quick peek of that. And maybe that might inspire you to participate. This is supposed to be fun. And I'm having fun because it's also a challenge, because I don't know what I want to draw. And then when I come up with an idea of what I want to draw, it changes. I change my idea, change my mind. So drawing thumbnail sketches, things like that, doesn't work for me. I'm too fickle. And then it's like, once I see somebody else doing my idea, I'm like, really? Okay. So I think, and you think that your idea is original, you know, it's like nobody else is going to think of this, and then lo and behold, another great mind pops up. Oh, very humbling. But let's see. And I was thinking about adding some Zentangles to some of these as well, to give it some nice variation and things like that. Now, part of me wants to do some more cartoons, actual cartoony characters, instead of like these really these realistic people. I mean, they're fun, but it's like, I don't know, cartoons are calling to me. I think maybe next year, if I succeed in this, I think I want to do kind of something similar, but I want to draw 80s cartoon characters. I was thinking about that while I was on the bus. I'm like, oh my gosh, how cool would it be to have like Hong Kong Phooey, or the Globetrotters, or Muttley, you know, from Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and those were my Saturday morning cartoons, if you could imagine that. We didn't have Cartoon Network at the time. We didn't have cartoons played 24 hours a day. Didn't have YouTube, and you know, I miss those characters. I miss a lot of the characters. Some of my favorites were Captain N, the Game Master, and I was like tempted to draw that. I mean, just like all these 80s cartoons. I just saw He-Man, and somebody asked me about He-Man. I don't know if they asked me to draw them, or I can't remember. But yeah, He-Man and Battle Cat. I used to run home from school to go watch those cartoons. She-Ra. And now there's this big controversy over She-Ra. You know, that it doesn't look like the original, and she looks too sexual. The original is too sexual, and the one that they came up with was too boyish. I mean, it's like you just can't please anybody. But I would love to draw like Static Shock. I think I want to do that for Jolt. I think that's later on in the month. one of the other weeks. But the cool thing is that I don't have to draw these in order. I can draw these whenever I want, you know, wherever the mood strikes me, I guess. I might not even wait until next year. I might just go ahead and do the 80s cartoons because they're fun. I used to love Thundar the Barbarian, the dystopian world, and I could probably get away with all the prompts finding at least something that I used to watch as a kid, and then bring that to life. Like chicken, I could do Super Chicken, Super Chicken and Fred. Drooling could be Scooby-Doo. Yeah, Scooby-Doo with a big sandwich. Him and Shaggy. That would be cool. Let's see. But I don't know. I'm full of ideas. I know that it gets kind of overwhelming, you know, drawing every day, you know, but I figure I can work out my ideas on the bus, and then I can live stream when I get home, and I'll only be on for about an hour or so. Because I've got to get some sleep. I got to get up at 5. Okay. Now for her hair, I really wanted it to be wild and woolly and just curly. It does what it wants, and I wanted to just be as wild and as free as the aroma. Alrighty. Now on her shoulder here, I was doing some random design. Let me see. You know what? I never used the chisel tip. Let me see if I can use that. It's got that fine point, but it's got this fat side. So if I accidentally go to the side, it'll make a mess. It'll give me lines I didn't expect and didn't ask for. Oh, this is going to take some control. But it's worth learning. It's worth learning to use. Maybe not today. Yeah, I don't like it. Phooey. But it's always my last one that I use. Yeah, I have a lot more control with this one. This one here is the 5. Now, if you decide to do fine lines on a t-shirt, you got to keep in mind that you can only go so small. You can only go as small as the tip that you have of your marker. So, and you got to also keep in mind that this, even though it feels flat as I'm drawing on it, it still has texture. So your lines may not be as crisp. And I just have to keep that in mind sometimes. Gotta keep in mind not to overwork a line or anything like that. Okay. And my hand has gone over this a couple times, so it almost looks like some of my lines have disappeared. So let's get creative. Now, some of the things I like to do is when I'm drawing, sometimes I like to learn how to do new tangles on the fly. And it just adds a little something to it. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let me see. Oh, hi Mars, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Inktober. Oh, that's sweet. Good job. What are the things that you're drawing? I just stabbed myself with the finger in the finger. Yeah, one of the things that I never know what to charge people. It's like $20 is like my go-to amount. Eventually it'll get higher, but I don't know. I guess it's confidence and things like that. Oh, that's cool. Well, beware of the Kardashians. I hear that they like to steal people's designs. That is so awesome. I would love to see more of your work. Are you going to post those the finished products on your Facebook? That's going to be cool. I can't wait to see them. So how many winter formals are you designing? Three. Oh. Do you ever get to watch that one show, Project Runway? Like, are you striving for to get on that show? My Tranquil needs to come out a little bit more. Alrighty. Okay. So far this is Tranquil. It's just pretty much line art. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll probably color this a little bit later. I do want to color this though, but I'll make that into a whole nother video, maybe a speed drawing video. Alright. Okay. So let's see, that was Tranquil, that was yesterday's. And now it's time to do today's. Move this to the next level. I believe today is, no, this is tomorrow's, isn't it? So I guess I'm getting a jump on this. No, this is the third. The third, I believe, is Tranquil. No, I'm sorry. Fried. So I've got a queen, and the jester has just roasted her, and now she's roasting every jester that is roasting her. The queen is not amused, basically. So she's making a cutting motion with her finger, very upset. Yeah, when you go onto that show, you definitely have to have your stuff together. I'll fix this. Okay, and this is going to pretty much be the Queen of Hearts, but this queen has no heart. I've been wanting to ink this all day. I'm finally here. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't recognize my lines. Yeah, those judges are, these judges are like this queen. Super cutthroat. Oh gosh, it's all warped. Let me see if I can straighten it out a bit. There we go. Yeah, that's close enough. It's like the Simon Cowells of clothing. Okay. Off with his head. That's the guy.
Got my head over water for the first time in years. Got my feet across the border from a land of tears.
Yeah, I like watching that show. It gives me some inspiration. I'm not all into that drama. Like they act like, oh, I can't do it. I have no ideas. And then they pull together a masterpiece sometimes. Let's see. I'm going to be on for another half an hour, and then I have to give up the ghost and go eat. So let me see if I can go a little faster. Queen's really pissed. Ooh. There was a little mark here. I'm like, you know what? That looks like a great place for a mole. Okay. A bodycon dress? What is that? But to crochet? Do they realize how long it takes to crochet? Oh, what? I mean, if done right, it could be really cute, but wow. Crochet, though? That would take forever. Wow. Well, I hope the person's really tiny. I hope you get a lot of money for that bad boy.
Shouldn't be calling, I should be playing it cool.
Oh, it sounds so darling.
Cause I want to know how you're feeling, to know what you're doing right now.
Oh, she better give you a tip.
Can that be? No, I think you're liking all the attention I'm paying you. And you just got me.
And this queen is pissed. Let's see.
But I really don't care. I see through all of that. That's just your heart going loop-de-loop. Crazy girl, crazy girl.
I'm gonna make her curls have this heart shape to it. Let's see. I'm the Queen of Hearts, damn it. Nobody makes fun of me. Oh, I wonder if I can make this. Oh, yeah. Give her hair buns that are heart-shaped. I have no idea even how the hair would wrap around something like this. Oh, maybe I could have it kind of weave into itself. Oh, like Sailor Moon. Here we go. We'll throw little symbols on there. Let's see if that's a diamond. Let's throw a spade. Let's see, we'll have it wrap around like this. Okay, now I think the thumb is right here. Let's see, we'll give her gloves. Let's see. Man, that is awesome. So if we have, she's got 2 fingers here. Let me see if the older tip will work better. Mars, that is too tight. I tell you, that is amazing. So if we're doing this, this is closer to her body, so it'll make it darker. Give heart, diamond, spade. Yeah, every time I talk to you, you never cease to amaze me, girl. That is freaking awesome. In my high school days, I was just drawing. I didn't make clothes, but you're actually making clothes. And it's funny, I was drawing and drawing and drawing, but my clothes still sucked. People looked better, but the clothing sucked. I don't know, I just don't have the eye for what looks good on the body. Back in high school, I think I was lucky to even have clothes on the bodies. And a lot of my stuff was black and white. I didn't know colors very well. You know, what colors would look good, things like that. So girl, that's a gift. Knowing how to sew and be able to you know, make a little bit of money, make a little change off of that. Let me see if I can follow my lines here. Oh, this was going to be the head of the jester. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. You could still fail your final and still pass. That's awesome. And with a 90, no less. That's pretty tight. Let's see. The image. Oh, here it is. This is also while I'm riding the bus. I'm just taking a break for a second. This is the original. This is one of the Pokemon kids that I was putting onto a t-shirt. But the other t-shirt seemed to work out just fine. Let me raise my camera up a bit. So that's my little Pokemon kid. And this is just like another prototype. of the same outfit that I put on the other one for the t-shirt. If the other one didn't work out, I was going to just go ahead and do this one. And then, for my poison, my first poison, well, not this one. This is one of the ideas I was coming up with, where she would have skulls in her hands. And I think this is going to be the one for the bones. Bones is, I think it's bones. That one is going to be one of the prompts. So I'm still kind of deciding what's going to be happening on this picture right here. But I'm definitely going to do this for one of the prompts. And then this one here was that scorpion girl I had created, but it looked too suggestive. She's smoking a hookah, poisonous mushroom, poisonous stinger, poisonous substance, but she's got these high boots and gloves, and she's bent over as if something's like distracting her. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. But she's got the two claws right here. It got the little legs here. And I don't know. And she's naked everywhere else. And I'm like, okay, maybe not. So this one didn't make it. God help extra credit. That's one of the only ways I passed one of my math classes, was doing extra credit logic problems. Oh. Yeah, God bless them. All right, so we finished this one up. I might end up finishing it tomorrow. Let's see what time it is. I got 5 more minutes. Okay. I really should color these. But on the bus, I'm trying to stay focused on coming up with the challenge images. I think maybe next year, I think I'm gonna have like an overarching theme, like what is it called? I failed my last 2 math classes and still graduated. Yeah, girl, you are lucky. Oh, bump a rabbit's foot. We need your foot. Let's see. Do not roast the queen, or the queen will roast you. Okay, here we go. Okay. There we go. Do not roast the queen. Do not roast the queen or she'll roast you. And if anybody comes up with this idea, I'm gonna like lose my crap. Because I beat my head over this, over trying to figure out and research as much as I could how I can do roast without it being like stereotypical chicken or something like that. We'll have some fire here. See, I was going to have this be like Halloween themed, where everything would be, it would have the prompts, or the official prompts, but it'll also have an extra Halloween element added to it, like, and I just came up with some random words. I was just thinking of anything that would scream Halloween, like cat and pumpkins and things like that. And with the prompts that I had, it came up with some really weird stuff. Like one of the prompts is slice, and that's going to definitely be a sword of some sort. I heard that there's one of the prompts is supposed to be thunder. It's like thunder. How do you make thunder? How do you show thunder? Oh gosh, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe Thor. Trying to think something that would cause thunder. I don't know. Love it. Gotta come up with some nicknames. I want to be the love croissant, or here we go, the sex strudel. I'll be the sex strudel. Let's see. Have you had your sex strudel lately? It's hype and fresh. Oh yeah, you can have it. I think there's potential in that. Watch that be my next brand. Sex strudel. Non-fattening. That's too funny. No nickname for you. Alrighty, it is 9:30, so I have to call it quits for the night. But I'll give you a quick peek of what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Well, I'm going to be finishing up this picture, and then I'm going to be moving on to the next one is Spell. So I did like a little cartoon of songstress. She's got little musical notes as spells. And that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. And I might redraw this onto a bag because I think it's just way too cute. But that's a sneak peek for tomorrow. And I'll finish this up too. So no roasting the queen or she'll roast you. Off with his head. Alrighty. My friend Hooter's always loud and hype, so you don't call her Hooter. Oh, my buddy Hooter. That's the next Miyazaki cartoon. All right, Amaris, thank you so much for popping in. This was an impromptu thing. I might be on tomorrow, might not. I'm going to do my best to be on about 7 o'clock, and I'll make an announcement, and I'll just be on until about 9 or 9:30. All right, so homie, come up with a nickname for me. I can't wait to hear it. Okay. And for all others, thank you for watching. If you're catching this in the future, and please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. If you are not too far into anything, or you catch me on one of those other days, give me a suggestion. What you think you would be cool for the, if you're not participating in the October Inktober thing. If you've got an idea, let me know what you think. Okay. Hey, you guys have a great one, Amaris. You have an awesome one, and I can't wait to see your stuff. I'm gonna go check out your page. So wow, commissions for art. I mean, people wearing your art. That is like freaking awesome. I mean, I can draw, but I can't sew. Not yet. Anyway, you guys take it easy and have a great one. Thanks for watching. Bye, Amaris.